Ladies and gents, day number 11. We have the same exercise we've been doing this past few days. The topic we have today is why do we change our minds? So I'm going to go ahead to read that aloud and you can follow along.
Changing your mind is usually treated as a sign that you were wrong. Sometimes it is, but I don't think changing your mind is necessarily a bad thing. In many situations, it is actually evidence that you are willing to respond to new information. Think about how opinions usually form. You hear something, you experience something, or someone gives you an explanation that makes sense to you. You consider it compared with what you already believe, and eventually you arrive at a position. At that point, it can be tempting to treat your opinion as a conclusion rather than a starting point. Once you have decided what you believe, anything that challenges that belief can feel like a threat. But an opinion is not a fact simply because you have held it for a long time. Sometimes you need to believe something because it is what you were taught, and sometimes you believe it because of your own experience. Sometimes you have never really examined the idea at all. You have simply heard it often enough that it feels true. This is particularly important because familiarity can be misleading. When you hear the same idea repeatedly, it becomes easier to accept. You begin to recognize it. Eventually, that familiarity can feel like evidence, even when you have never actually considered whether the idea is correct. Clearly, you don't always have to choose between. You don't always. I'm gonna take that again. You do not always have to choose between complete confidence and complete doubt. There is a last phase in between. You can think something is probably true while recognizing that you could be wrong. You can have a strong opinion without pretending that you have considered every possible perspective. You can listen to an argument without automatically accepting it. And you can disagree with someone without assuming that they are unintelligent.
An idiot. You made the best judgment you could with the information you had at the time, then you learned something new, so you change your judgment, and that is not necessarily weakness. Sometimes it is simply what thinking looks like when you are willing to follow the evidence wherever it leads. That was it. Around 1,000 words. I might increase the difficulty of the challenge, might increase the word count to about 3,000. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. By day 14, I have a series of exercises I want to stack on this, and I think you will find it interesting. So far, I've really been enjoying this challenge. I feel a bit well spoken, not entirely there. I'm on my way there. Over the course of this challenge, I think by day 90, I'll be significantly better than I was starting out in this challenge. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. If you watch to the end, you can drop a comment. Beans. You can just say beans. Another super random word. Thank you for watching.